Is Expend4bles a complete box office disaster? One of the most intriguing aspects of Expend4bles, the fourth installment in the Expendables action film series, is figuring out why series distributor Lionsgate and star Sylvester Stallone thought audiences wanted to see another Expendables film, given the series' commercial and creative decline over the last decade. Indeed, all available evidence suggests that audiences had long since lost interest in the Expendables franchise, which had been dormant since 2014, when the previous installment, The Expendables 3, was released to commercial indifference and overwhelmingly negative reviews. However, at its current snail-paced box office pace, Expend4bles, also known as Expendables 4, is poised to make The Expendables 3 look like a blockbuster success story. While Expend4bles has received the worst reviews of any film in the series, the film's current box office performance, both domestically and internationally, represents one of the most precipitous commercial declines for any film series in history. Furthermore, while Lionsgate and Stallone appeared to be hoping that Expend4bles would elicit a sense of nostalgia for both the series and Stallone, the film's complete commercial failure suggests that audiences have either completely lost interest in the Expendables film series or have assumed, after nearly a decade of dormancy, that the series is dead. Given the Expendables 3's disappointing box office performance and the fact that Expend4bles was released during the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike, opening weekend box office projections for Expend4bles were relatively low, with industry insiders expecting the film to gross between $15 million and $17 million domestically in its first weekend of release. In comparison, the first film in the series, The Expendables, which was released in 2010, grossed nearly $35 million in its opening domestic box office weekend, while the 2012 sequels, The Expendables 2 and The Expendables 3, grossed approximately $28.5 million and $15.8 million, respectively, in their opening domestic box office weekends. However, Expend4bles fell far short of the relatively modest commercial bar that was set for it, grossing just over $8 million at the domestic box office in its opening weekend. The horror film The Nun 2, a third weekend holdover, surpassed Expend4bles for the #1 spot on the North American box office chart. Furthermore, the film's dismal opening weekend domestic box office performance only worsened over the next week, with the film's second weekend domestic gross of approximately $2.5 million representing a nearly 70% drop from the previous weekend, for a doomed current domestic box office total of just over $13.2 million.